in Qigong, each of our emotions are kind of associated with different parts of our body, different organs, different systems, different ways of experiencing emotions physically. And so today I'm going to take you through some practices to transform, in particular, the feelings of fear into transforming it into wisdom. So we'll begin with your feet apart and tap your chest. Open palm and a light fist to the lower back. Shifting your weight from side to side, letting your neck relax. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice comfortable breath. Get into a sense of rhythm and flow in your body. So depending on which system we look at, which perspective we're looking through, we can experience emotions very differently. So in kind of Eastern medicine, Eastern thought, traditional Chinese medicine, and Ayurvedic, emotions are seen as being very closely attached to the body. And the remedy or the way to interface or to deal with emotions is often a physical nature. So there's exercises you do, there's practices you do kind of actively. Let's tap your lungs now with both hands. So in the Western thought, kind of psychology and kind of Western medicine, emotions are seen as more of a mental thing. And it's the way we're thinking about stuff. It's our memories, it's our ideas, and we talk things out, and we use talk therapy and talking about it with friends and things like that. And so I think there's value in both. And being able to transmute powerful emotions, only trying one of those methods, I think can be incomplete. So sometimes people will talk and talk and talk, and they never really process the experience of difficult emotions. Because emotions have a very visceral and physical aspect to them, right? They do affect us physically. But I think also if you just feel something and you just tap on it, it doesn't necessarily get to the root causes either. So there's a little bit of both, I think, that we can tap into today. Now tapping down the backside, backs of your legs, to your calves, your ankles, tops of your feet. And up your shins. Up the thighs. Fronts of your hips. So a lot of the benefit of Qigong is self-regulation. Bringing our energy into balance, physically, emotionally, and mentally. And something we do actively. It's not necessarily something somebody or something does to us, like taking a medicine or getting an intervention, right? We develop and build the skills to manage our own experience through these tools. Tap down the outside and down. Ankles. Inside. And up the middle. And to the core and low belly. So one of our first goals is to generate a powerful energy source, to give ourselves enough energy to be able to do what we want with it. So this core, lower dantian, is our main source of vitality in Qigong. If we can fill this core with power, that energy can be distributed and used all around the rest of our body. So if you come away from class with a feeling of vitality and energy in your core, it's a huge accomplishment and something can serve you the rest of the day. So tapping, and now circle up the right, down the left. Nice. And let's warm up your spine. Bend your knees, arch your back. Open the chest, exhale and curl and tuck. Breathe in, breathe out. Send this warmth through your body. So there's one emotion in particular, the emotion of fear, that has a very powerful effect on our bodies and our energy. And in traditional Chinese medicine and Qigong philosophy, fear is related to the kidneys, the organs in our lower back. And the kidneys are also seen as this place to store vital energy, this kind of power plants of the body. And when we look at it through a Western perspective, we know our adrenal glands are sitting right there on top of the kidneys, that are powerful hormones that give us tremendous energy, right? That is mobilized when we're afraid. The fight, flight, freeze response fills our body with adrenaline. So whether you call it Jing, the energy in the kidneys, or the chemistry, ultimately the purpose and the point of it is the same. Go ahead and relax. Open your arms and balance and twist. And so part of our Qigong practice for dealing with fear, when we feel afraid a lot, is to cultivate and to revitalize our kidneys. And when it gets depleted, they call the Jing, energy is depleted from the kidneys, then that's almost like the same symptoms of adrenal fatigue in Western medicine. Feel exhausted, feel burnt out. We've overstimulated them, too many stimulants or too much stress. Kind of drains them. So we're going to revitalize your kidneys, your adrenals, your Jing energy that is stored in the kidneys. So movements that stimulate and circulate and kind of nourish the lower back are going to be our main focus for today. All right, and relax there. Shake it out. Let's do a few full body stretches. Feet together, lace your fingers, and squeeze upwards. And feel that stretch go all the way up your spine, up your lower back. And option here for some ankle pumps. The kidney meridians, the energy lines associated with the kidneys, begin at the bottoms of your feet. So we're going to be doing some footwork today, some work around the arches, backs of the legs, up the spine. Good. And lower the heels, looking up, reaching high, and releasing down. And that warmth circulate once again. Lace your fingers, reaching high, inhale. Rotate left. Good. And then rotate right. Back to center, hands behind the head, elbows in and out. And bend the knees, reach one arm up, and the other bends, and lean one way and then switch. Picking cherries. And feel this pump going all the way down to your lower back. Compressing one kidney as you decompress the other. Massaging that space, the base of your torso. Circulating this energy here. Try to generate a nice heat, nice warmth in your lower back. All right, and like that. Feet together, palms together, bend the knees. Swimming dragon, your hips move one way, your hands press together, they move the other, and you turn your head away from the hands, and then you switch. And you'll create a nice squeeze through the torso and core. So a little bit of fear can actually be exciting, like watching a scary movie or getting on a roller coaster. But those are generally within our coping mechanisms, right? When the fear is something we can just turn off if we want to stop watching the movie, or we know that the roller coaster ride will be over soon. It's the fear of things that are way out of our control, the fear of things happening to us that we can't stop or we can't interface with, that's more powerful than us, it seems. And then our body can go into a tremendous deficit and detriment from having too much of that type of fear. And back to center. And release down. Shoulders shrug. Up, back, and down. Step your feet out. Fingers forward. Heels of the hands back. Rowing the boat. Stretch and open. And so the energy of fear is meant to mobilize us, right? It's meant to lead to fight or flight or freeze. We're doing something with that. But if there is nothing we can do about those things we're afraid of that are too big, then all that energy, all that adrenaline, all that stress just soaks into us and we stew in it because we can't do something with that energy. And so Qigong helps us circulate kind of the toxic effects of too much fear that gets settled into our body, our nervous system, our endocrine system. So we can kind of metabolize it, we can break it down and then reform it into wisdom. So today we'll use kind of both the physical approach to metabolizing fear and using insight also, changing the way we think about it. Both have a very powerful role to play. All right, now hands will float up and down. So in the 5-element theory, the water element is connected to the kidneys. And so water in the liquid states is flexible, fluid, adaptable, pretty much invulnerable. You could cut it with a knife, you could do anything to it, and it is so resilient you can't really hurt it, right? But when it gets frozen, now it can be chipped and cracked and broken, right? So if we get to the point where fear freezes us, that's when we become brittle and fragile, and it can really hurt us. So we're melting that frozen part of us back into a liquid, warming and flowing through our bodies. The fountain, you turn your hands in, and you come out like this. So the hands, they kind of rotate internal, and then the pinkies and elbows kind of lead. Yeah. You're drawing the energy up from the bottoms of your feet, circulating forward. So think of something that you're afraid of, and we can metabolize it conceptually too in our minds. Whatever we're afraid of, underneath that is something we value. See if you can figure out what you value underneath that fear. What is it you're afraid of losing? What is it that you value and appreciate? Continue that fountain. And now bring your left hand behind your back, right hand up, then circles. Sweet. And so when our attention shifts from what we're afraid of, and it goes into fight or flight, we attack or defend, and instead switch to what we value. Now we have some more choices. Can I mobilize my energy to enhance and support that which I value? Now my energy has a place to go. So as you circle and rotate, feel that energy starting to fill the core, fill the back. Not only from the movement, but by connecting to what's important to you, what you value, what you want to protect, what you want to support. And if we can separate the fight or flight response from that, now we can use our energy in a more productive way. Slowly circle smaller and smaller into the center, spiraling in. As we sift through the emotions and the feelings, and we get to the center, we get to the core. What matters underneath this feeling? What is the true underlying need or value? We come into a singular point, and the thumb, pinky, and ring will touch. The index and middle finger will point, sword fingers, and stand with a single pointed focus, connected to what you really, really value. Values are deepest needs like safety, consideration, awareness, choice, freedom, sustenance. And now switching your hands, the other hand will rise up and Zen circles. Painting a circle with the hands and the fingers. and the way that our body metabolizes food. We eat, and the body breaks down the large particles into small particles, gets to the core essence, and then remakes them into new proteins, into new substances that support our life. How do we metabolize fear? As we break it down. And then to extract the essence, and then remake it into something life-serving. Circling closer and closer to the center. Smaller and smaller circles. Honing in on what is most important to you. Transforming fear into wisdom. Into insight. Moving into sword fingers, thumb, pinky ring, touch, index, middle point. Bring that fluid into a single stream. Bring the hands toward each other in front of the chest. Pull and push that space. See if you can feel that magnetic sensation, vitality between your hands. Relax the neck and shoulders. You are mostly made of water. So embodying the qualities of water can be a very nurturing and natural experience. We were meant to flow. We were meant to blend, to harmonize. All people share the same needs. Move that energy ball around freely and just sense that vital life force directly. Tap right into it with no intermediary. And then take this energy ball, carry it to your lower back, and resting them on your kidneys. You can even rub the hands a little and send that warmth from your hands into your back. Picture your kidneys, your adrenal glands back there, soaking in this vitality, restoring the Jing energy, this vital essence. And holding it there and just soak it in. A few deep breaths. almost like looking at something in a microwave. You can't see anything happening, but there's powerful energy processes happening there. Waves and vibrations, changing the molecules, changing the behavior of our particles. Infusing our body with this powerful energy. The most powerful force of all is our own attention. Giving your body your full, kind, and undivided attention infuses it with a tremendous power. Picture your kidneys filtering every drop of blood in your body over 20 times a day. Cleansing, cleaning, infusing it with this vitality. And massage. And then bringing the hands to the low belly. The kidneys work closely with the bladder as well. The water element organ. Hands to the low abdomen. And create a nice radiant heat here in your bladder too. And your palms join at the heart, sealing in today's practice. Reflecting on what you could take with you today. And your right hand curls to a fist, the left hand will cover. Thank you very much.